What's good, everyone? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room. And this is where we at now. So you see the title of the broadcast. This young lady right here is appalled by something that she saw that little young black girls were engaging in while she was out with her children and stuff like that at a theme park, basically. So we're going to dive off into this. We're going to see if she has to say the reason why she doesn't want her son dealing with black women. And we're going to check out another part that you're going to find interesting. Let's go here now. Quarters, nickels, and dimes, people.
I'm sorry, but my son will not be dating a black girl. He will not. Because yesterday we went to Six Flags, and when I tell you the pure level of disgust that I saw in these black girls that you independent queens are raising is purely disgusting and disturbing. I literally left early because my kids was looking like, what the hell is going on? And this is in the Bay Area, California. These girls, all of them unsupervised, in packs, unsupervised, no supervision, just running amok in the theme park. Multiple fucking fights break out, multiple. And I'm just like, okay, the police had to start patrolling the fucking park because these little bitches couldn't keep their hands to themselves. One little bitch about 12 years old talking about oh, fuck Jeremy, his small anyway, don't want to meet me. What do you mean it's small?
That's crazy. You got 12-year-old children talking like that. That's ridiculous, bro. And I guarantee you they get that from, like she said, them independent queens, single mamas running around here talking all they beat. Whatever happened to the days when children were separate from the parents when they had adult conversation? That's what it used to be called. I know growing up, what I'm saying, when it was adult time, the children had to go outside or go to your room. You had plenty of toys and stuff to play with as a young child. So, what I'm saying, some people did. Don't get me wrong. I understand, and not everybody, poverty, all types of things. But just for the face value, most children had some toys or something they could go play with or go outside. We used to go outside a lot back when I was younger. I don't know what's going on nowadays.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
That's crazy to me. These children don't go outside and stuff like that. That's the reason why they be mentally screwed up. You don't get outside and get the sunlight and stuff like that your body needs to nourish your body. You have to get outside, definitely as a child. You know what I'm saying? That actually does help your body to soak up the sunlight, stuff like that, your mental stability, all types of stuff. Let's keep going.
Anyway, girl, you are 12 to 13 years old. And then these other girls like, oh, boo, boo, boo. And these dudes are like, y'all are hella chopped. Y'all are hella, it wasn't even the black boys. It was the girls. The girls was fighting, multiple fucking fights. Fucking parking lot shut down from fucking them little motherfuckers fighting. And then this white lady asked her not to talk like that. Her and her friends trying to fight the white lady. I'm like, just no self-respect, no fucking home training. And I see why. And I seen a lot of, when I seen the black boys with the white girls coupled up looking cute, I seen the Mexican kids, I seen the Asian. Only ones outside acting a fucking ass was the black girls. And I'm specifically saying black girls. There was no black boys acting an ass. It was the black fucking girl. Oh, fuck that bitch, she bumped into me. You are 16 years old. Calm down. When I tell you, you bitches are raising little miniature fucking single fucking baby mamas, that's what the fuck y'all raising. Because them little motherfuckers don't respect themselves. They don't respect nobody else.
Wow.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
Yo. And that's the case. And it's sad to see the way that the black community is going, from the way I grew up and things like that. And, I'm pretty sure others like me grew up as well back in the day, and I get it. There was single mother situations back then too. But the thing of this is society's morality also was different back in the day as a whole, period. Let's just be honest about this. There's no morality in society anymore. You know what I'm saying? People have totally put their morals to the side and completely just left them way over there. And then they're wondering why they're getting the crazy outcomes that they're getting. Morality is a part of you. If you don't raise your children properly, they get out here in the world, they become little terrorists and stuff like that, terrorizing theme parks and shit, definitely making the culture look bad. It's 12 to 16-year-old little girls out there acting the ass and stuff. And she said it wasn't even the boys doing it. Most of the time back in the day, it would have been the boys doing foolish shit. Yeah, we probably would have egged somebody's house, or you know what I'm saying, or threw some toilet tissue, in the tree or something like that. Yeah, I mean, boys used to get into little stuff. That kind of made us a little strong. I'm not saying we went out and we doing all this shit NYs are doing, shooting up places and stray bullets hitting innocent children and stuff. No, none of that crap. What we did growing up as young kids, it was all play stuff and but really innocent. But yeah, you still kind of piss people off egging their house, technically. Now, come on. But this is crazy to me that we have allowed our children we've allowed the parents to just go morally astray, which the children do follow the parents. This is ridiculous here. So we're going to go here next. And she has a little bit more to say, because apparently they have doxed her and, gave her information up. Let's go here now.
The fact that multiple of you have went out and found my address and my location to cause harm to my children for saying the unruly behavior of the black girls that I witnessed at the Six Flags theme park is beyond me. The amount of black women in my inbox calling my kids ugly, making fun of my son, doing all these things just kind of proves my point, because at the end of the day, it's like, so you saying my son is ugly, you calling my daughters ugly, you calling them B-words, you're calling them nappy-headed, you're calling them all these things because I said, I gave you examples. I gave you facts of the behaviors that the children at the park were exerting. I didn't make up the behaviors. This is actually what happens. So you guys are saying that I am putting down black women, that I am misjudging them, that I am doing this, and the fifth, when all...
No, it ain't no misjudgment. Them little niggas was out there doing dumb shit. Real talk. This is ridiculous here. And see, when we go to hold black people accountable in the 21st century, the black community has been so far removed from accountability for at least 2 decades now. Definitely 2. I'll give it 3. So for 30 years, black people have been missing a good accountability, a good amount of accountability. Because back in the day, growing up, accountability was in black community like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I remember growing up, definitely in the church and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't get pregnant in the church, and if you did, yeah, you had to apologize for that. It was a video going around here, I think last year before last, where the young girl was apologizing to the church congregation, which is that's her home congregation. Those are her people. You know what I'm saying? For, getting pregnant out of wedlock. And people were in a fucking uproar. They was just, oh my goodness, she shouldn't have to do this. This is shaming, this and that. But that's her family, though. That's her family. And we don't have family anymore to hold each other accountable. That's the reason why these little girls was out here acting the ass. Nobody's there to hold any of these kids accountable anymore. The mother definitely is not going to be able to hold accountability. Women ain't supposed to do no real discipline. That's what the fathers is for. This is crazy out here that she has to go through this shit because she told the truth about what happened in that situation at the damn theme park.
All I did was tell you the behaviors that we saw. The police had to pat my children down. The police had to look in my purse because they snuck weapons in. They were fighting each other. And so, yes, I was very upset. I was very upset because we drove 2 hours out. You guys say, oh, I'm sorry you live in the hood. No, we drove 2 hours out because my kids wanted to go to Fright Fest. So it was a big culture shock. But for you guys to inbox me and to inbox other people, my address and things like that, all over a video that had nothing to do with your own children or nothing to do with you in general, because I'm saying as a whole, we all need to do better, is ridiculous. And another thing, it is a typical black woman to say that my son will be gay. Every time a man doesn't agree with a woman, oh, he's gay. He's gay. Oh, her son's going to be with the man. He's gay. He's gay. So all the he's gay comments, because he's 11, will definitely be, you'll be blocked for sure. And on top of that, it's kind of like, I tell you guys that a 12-year-old girl was talking about penis size. That's fine. Kids will be kids. But then
what is that? Kids will be kids. So this is what they're saying in this woman's comments. Kids will be kids don't talk like that. They're not supposed to talk like that. See, and that was the separation we had back in the day between adult conversation and children conversation. You know what I'm saying? Children don't talk like that. That is not normal. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That's not normal for young teenagers to be talking outside of their neck like that.
Sit here and call my son gay. How does that make sense? A grown woman condemning me for saying these things about another child, and then you come on my page and call my child gay. The fact.
This is ridiculous here, man. Shout out to this young lady.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
Shout out to this young lady right here. You know what I'm saying? For taking a stand and actually saying what needed to be said out here. And this is ridiculous that people are going out their way trying to find this young lady's address and all this type of stuff and doing her like this for no reason. For, you know, and the people in her comments, you know, like she said, they wasn't even their children there. People are getting crazy out here with this dumbness, man. Why are you mad at something she said about somebody else's children that doesn't involve your children? But, oh, I forgot out here. Birds of a feather flock together. So yeah, 9 times out of 10, the same them chicks that's in her comments and talking out the side of their neck, their children probably act like that. Their children probably talk out the side of their neck. Their children are probably running rampant, wild, stinking all the time, looking stupid and shit, talking crazy. This is wild right here, man. We need to get our children back under control. This is the future here. You know what I'm saying? These are the people that's supposed to take care of us when we get old and stuff like that, supposed to run the country and shit like that. But they're out there at 12 and 16 years old, acting the ass as young ladies. This is crazy out here. I'm not for it, but it is what it is, though. Shout out to all my subscribers. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell to be notified whenever I decide to post things. And like I always say,
and that, my friends, is the bottom line.
That, my friends, is the bottom line.